I'm live talking about you and your son right now. I'm plug you in. Let me plug you in. Cause I'm over here ranting about your coach, or your former coach. Oh, okay. I send you the link, but you live on air right now. You want to be on the cam?
Bro, I'm live now. I'm good. Yeah, I don't need to be on camera. Yeah, I'm straight, bro.
All right, so we got Willaims Sr. on the line. What's up, champ?
What's going on, brother?
Oh yeah, I'm over here ranting. I'm talking about you and your son right now, and your former trainer.
Hey, you damn right when it comes to former trainer. You know, I appreciate you, man. Sorry getting back to you so late, man. When I tell you thousands of phone calls, bro, emails,
text messages,
UK text messages, everything, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of crazy stories out, man. And so, you know, I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna talk to you, but I'm actually waiting to see if Roy Jones is going to respond, because I'm ready to smash him on the truth. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see what he's going to say, because everything that I've put out so far is 300% facts.
I haven't heard the audio though. See, I'm right now. I got the quote on the screen from. It says you was on the Spit Bucket podcast with Mr. IOTBA, and
he called me. Okay. He called me. Correct called me. Excuse me, and got through to me at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Between calls. So, and we chopped it up real quick, man. And I let him know what was up, man.
Yeah. So but we didn't hear that. So we got some audio right here. I'm trying to get.
You get to hear from me. I did have to reach out to one of Corey's people on Facebook, because they, man, I hate when jokers just don't get it completely right. Because one thing I'm not going to do is lie on Roy, even if I'm mad. You know what I mean? I still love Roy. That's our bro. But now I'll never forgive him. You know what I'm saying? He'll never train my son. But I'm not going to lie on him. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I'm not that kind of man. You know what I mean? So I know when Corey after, I'm like, God damn, as soon as we get off the phone, they put something out a few hours later, but it was like, Mike Jr. was in there with a middleweight and sparring. Nah, the kid that was sparring Mike Jr. is not a middleweight. You know what I mean? Him and Mike Jr. is about the same size. He is 5'11", 6 foot. They're about the same size, but you know, he's like 140, 145 kid. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only thing. And shout out to Corey and them, because his people corrected it. But that first part still got out, because when I went on YouTube, I'm listening to all these other secondhand niggas put out like Mike was in there with a cruiserweight. I'm like, come on, man.
All right, so look, let's take it from the top. All right, let's take it from the top. You put out. Let's take it from the top. You put out the post. First and foremost, my son would no longer be trained. First things first. Yeah, because it sounds like a Biggie Smalls rap. First things first. Papa. But you said first things first. My son will no longer be trained by Roy Jones Jr.
That's a fact.
I got your quote exactly on the screen. Somebody in chat said, "Man, move on." Nah, nigga, you can move on first, because I'm talking about him, his fight, his son. He calls in. This is first-hand information.
Who they saying move on?
No. Somebody in the chat telling me. He said, "Man, you moved on already from the trainer. No need to bad blood, homie." He's saying you trying to bad blood, Roy. No, he's telling his side of the story.
Hold on,
No.
Hold on real quick, Mark. Let me address that dude. My bro, I don't know who you are. And I'm not bad mouthing my bro Roy. Like I said, we still love him, but I can't fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this was a great opportunity for my son. So when you hear the story, you'll see why I feel how I feel.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you. So let's go to your quote. First things first, Roy Jones Jr. is no longer one of my son's trainers. Second, I am so sorry to announce that my son will not be fighting AB February 25th due to an unnecessary injury in training camp. Hopefully the fight will be postponed. I'm sorry, 300%. Let's break this down. Now, I was when I covered this yesterday, I said this message is very intentional. It's very intentional with what he said. First things first, he's not training us. And second, because you could have just said, hey, look, we're not fighting Roy Jones. We had an injury in training. I mean, we're not fighting AB. We got an injury in training. You clarified this injury as an unnecessary injury in training camp. Explain that.
Absolutely. The reason why I will not move on, nigga, that's my motherfucking son's jaw broke. That's my son not getting his opportunity. That's my son not getting that motherfucking money that he was going to get. And the nigga going to say, move on. Don't bad mouth. Don't bad mouth or talk bad about a nigga that's rich already and he got money and you fucking block my son because of your motherfucking ego. See, that's that goofy shit niggas in the chat who don't got kids involved. You know what I'm saying? They'll never know how me and my motherfucking son feel. So let me just fucking catch you up without going all the way in. I'll talk to you later about the rest of the shit, Marq.
Yes, sir.
Monday, Roy got my son sparring, right? After they do like 10 rounds or some shit, whatever they was doing. Mike Jr. hits me up. Hey, Dad, hey, Roy acting funny. Now, Mike told me Roy was acting funny before this. I shut my son out. I said, man, chill out. I said, him and his wife, they probably down there, they hard on you. I said, nigga, you about to fight AB. That's the only reason why they being hard on you. Mike Jr. said, nah, it's different down here. The way they acting towards me is just different. So that was before. Now we moving to Monday. Junior tell me again after the sparring. I blew him off again, like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. Boom. I get the call from Roy. Roy called me with some old weak ass shit. I was like, bro, what's up? For you to call me like this, what's going on? He said, hey, we gotta pull Mike from the fight. I said, for what? Now, with the shit that I'm about to tell you, Marq, I need people to listen very clearly because they, you know, niggas be running and twisting shit, right? So I said, you need to pull him for what? He said, I'm not liking the way Mike Jr. looks with his defense. He's getting hit with unnecessary shots in sparring, right? So now listen very carefully. I said, all right, well, how is he looking on offense? Roy said, oh, he looks sharp. He looks good. So I'm confused at this motherfucking point, Marq. I'm like, how the fuck is he sharp on offense and fucking you want to pull him for his defense? So I said, hold on, man, let me talk to Mike. Let me see what's going on. I call Mike Jr. back. I tell Mike what Roy said. Mike said, Dad, I'm trying to tell you, he down here acting different. Mike said I did like 10 rounds. Out of the 10 rounds, I must have got hit with maybe 3 or 4 good shots. He was like, Dad, it's sparring. I'm going to get hit. I was like, fair enough. I said, well, Roy did say you look good on your offense. You look sharp. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to fight AB. So I said, let's go to sleep. Don't worry about that shit Roy talking about, right?
This Tuesday. I didn't call Roy. And this Tuesday now, right?
Yep. Now we go to sleep. Tuesday morning, afternoon, Roy gets up, goes to Mike's room Tuesday, and tries to talk Mike out of fucking taking the fight. Roy's still on the bullshit. Mike Jr. tells Roy, he laughs at him like, Coach, nah, I'm fighting, Coach. I'm good. At that motherfucking point, Roy goes, all right, we about to go spar again in a couple of hours when you come to the gym. They go to the gym, lace him up. Him and the little young boy, they banging out, nigga. Mike get hit. We don't even know that his jaw's broken. He finished his sparring. They bang out. They finish the sparring. It's over. We didn't even know that the fucking shit, his jaw was broken until later on. So after the sparring, it must have been heated in there because Roy asked Mike, hey, you straight? Mike told Roy, no. So Roy like, all right, whatever. They didn't speak to each other. Mike goes back to his fucking room. He calls me. Dad, get me the fuck out of here. I said, what's up? What's going on now? He said, I think my fucking teeth is fucking cracked on both sides. He like, something ain't right with my mouth. I said, what happened? He said, we was sparring. I said, nigga, why the fuck are y'all sparring again? I said, we got a fucking fight coming up, Mike. He said, I don't know. Roy tried to fucking talk me out of the fight. Then he said we was fucking gonna go spar. My nigga, from that point right there, and then I called Roy. I said, yo, why you? I said, my son mouth fucked up, nigga. I said, why you got my son sparring? He said, I didn't know his mouth was messed up. Mike didn't tell me. You know what I mean? So we going back and forth. So I'm like, hey, Roy, you know, why you got him sparring? Oh, I wanted Mike to show me that he was gonna have to show me that he was really ready for AB. Some weird shit he said, dog. So my nigga, because of your fucking ego, and Mike and me wouldn't listen to you, you want to make these two young boys spar. Now my motherfucking son is fucking fucked up. That's just not right, my nigga. Roy did that shit on purpose. So I get Mike a plane ticket, get Mike the fuck out of here. Mike get home Wednesday. I'm looking at him and shit's all fucked up. At this point, I'm like, well, we thinking it's just his teeth. I was like, you straight? He's like, yeah. He's like, it's just sore. I was like, man, you gonna be all right? I said, let's give it a few days. You know what I mean? Because I want my son to compete. He want to still fight AB. And nigga, no bullshit. Niggas want that money, nigga. So Wednesday night, he's just like, man, this shit hurts. So I said, man, you all right, fuck it. You go to the dentist. He goes to the dentist Thursday. The dentist says, man, your son don't got no motherfucking crack teeth. His fucking jaw's fractured. Bro, that's when I fucking called Roy and got on Roy. I'm like, Roy, you know Mike's jaw's fucking fractured, bro? You know what I mean? So I told him straight from there, I'm like, bro, we done with you. I was like, I said, we're going to try to see if we can get away with this shit and still fight. I said, but you ain't working my son's corner. We done with you, shit like that. You know what I mean? So me and him went back and forth in a whole fucking text and shit. Because I told him straight up, I said, bro, because of your ego, my son is fucked up. Because you should have just left him alone. And if you didn't want to be a part of this motherfucking fight, you should have just fucking left Mike alone and sent him home, and we was going to continue the mission. You don't fucking make my son fucking spar to show you what. First of all, how Mike is showing you anything when AB is 5'6", and you got my son sparring a whole nigga that's 6 foot. What is it? If you got a problem with Mike's defense, nigga, they ain't supposed to spar. You already told me his offense was sharp. So no sparring, nigga, just work on some defensive drills. You don't fuck your bag up. Nigga, that shit was done on purpose. So that's what the fuck happened. And the nigga in the comments is gonna say, move on. Nigga, is you fucking goofy, nigga? My son's fucked up. He's out of an opportunity. We don't know what the fuck was gonna happen in that fight with him and AB because it's over. That shit was wrong what Roy did. Period. And that's how Roy is. This was one of the first times ever in 5 years that Mike stood up and told Roy some shit like, no, I'm still going to do it. So that nigga hit Mike with, so okay, I'm going to show you. All right, I'm going to put you in some sparring. Because him and the kid banging out. Who the fuck does that? For what? And then he in there with a nigga who don't even emulate AB. It was done on purpose, bro. Now the whole shit's fucked up. Where Roy at? In Germany right now.
He in Germany? Cool. Hold on, he in Germany?
And nigga in Germany with one of his female fighters and some shit, man. I don't know, nigga could be any fucking with. But I blame my motherfucking self because I trusted that nigga. With my motherfucking son. And how the fuck can you trust a nigga to be there for your son who's barely home with his own motherfucking family, nigga? Because when Mike was there the 3 weeks, Mark, because you know we do a split training camp.
Yeah,
when Mike was there, the 3 weeks that Mike was down with Roy at Roy's, nigga, every fucking week, Roy was fucking gone for 2 to 3 days. So nigga, you ain't even fucking there the whole time, and then when you there, you ain't even looking really getting a good look. You got the niggas sparring niggas who ain't even AB size. So nah, nigga, yeah, I'm mad. We stayed loyal to Roy because for 5 years, 5 years ago, Roy was the first nigga to take interest in my son. I knew the nigga wasn't the best motherfucking coach, trainer. That's why we did split training. Because the nigga's strength and conditioning is trash. His fighters run on their own. Nigga, he don't got no set program. Roy do only technical work. But we stood by him. That's facts. Now, when my son is with him, do he learn shit? Yeah. But you need a motherfucking trainer who's going to be there full time. You can't have niggas like Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Roy Jones as no motherfucking trainers, nigga. That's why we always did split camps, Marq. Now, do it make sense now?
Yeah, because I remember when I talked to you guys, I was asking you about how you guys doing the camp. It was like we start up here, then we go down to Florida. Because I asked, was Roy coming up there or was y'all going down there?
We stayed loyal to him. I knew the nigga wasn't the best motherfucking trainer. We stayed loyal. Roy is the motherfucking I don't even know the word to say.
He's a Hall of Famer, man. He's a legend.
No, that nigga's the GOAT. The nigga's the GOAT. Don't get it fucked up. Because I'm mad, I'll never lie on the nigga. He's my favorite fighter too, other than my son. But I'm talking about training wise. The nigga, when you deal with Roy Jones, he's a nigga. He's a vacation type coach. He's the nigga that you go and be with this nigga for about a week or two when he's free. And be around him, get that vibe. You with Roy, you feel good. He's showing you shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a nigga that you fucking. He ain't no Wally Moses. Moses no nigga like that. Bill Haney, Bill's dead. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I fell back and added niggas because my boxing experience is limited, and I never wanted to hold my son back. So who better else? Once Roy took interest, Roy know more about boxing than me.
Fair enough.
Like I know more about guns than that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I fall back. I say, okay, I know my son, but I can get my son in shape faster than anybody. I'm my fucking boy. You know what I mean? So our little shit we had worked out. But nah, that shit that Roy did was some bullshit. And at the end of the day, I don't know what the nigga gonna say because I can't wait to hear what he gonna say. But at the end of the day, Roy Jones, why would you fucking have my son in the ring sparring 8 days before his big fight with a whole nigga who doesn't even emulate AB and they going full blast? Because you did it, nigga, to prove a point to break Mike Jr. That wasn't to help Mike Jr. because the nigga was pestering Mike Jr. to fucking pull out. Now, nigga, so that's that. So now I'm about to throw some other shit at you, nigga. All right?
I'm listening.
So this is where some of the conspiracy shit comes from. All right? So before this motherfucking shit, nigga, when we first got the goddamn deal, nigga, I got a fucking phone call. I got actually two, and I never give who the promoters are. They well known. The first fucking phone call was, hey, what if I can, I was told to ask you, I could probably get you half of what y'all make for your son not to fight Roy. I said, who the fuck?
Hold on, you mean not to fight AB?
Yeah, excuse me. For me, I'm sorry. Correction. Yeah, because you know them internet niggas probably take your audio and shit.
Yeah. They were like, yeah, he was sparring Roy Jones. Roy Jones broke his jaw.
Roy Jones did, man. Let me tell you something. If Roy Jones broke my fucking son's jaw, my nigga, do you know what? I don't box, nigga.
I already know what you do.
And train.
I know what you do.
All right? It won't be no motherfucking Roy Jones if that man put hands on my son. The fuck? That's goofy as fuck. Yeah. That's these stupid ass internet niggas.
Right.
Roy ain't crazy, and Roy would never disrespect us like that and do no shit like that to my son. I don't even know why niggas even say some shit like that. But nigga, I don't even play around like that.
Right.
Because regardless of the situation, the nigga do love my son, but his ego, He wanted to show Mike. And I don't really think he intended for Mike's shit to get broke. But that's what the fuck happened, because you got two niggas banging out. So I get the fucking phone call. Motherfuckers trying to fucking rob me on some shit to pull my son. Bro, that shit was crazy as fuck. So I was like,
slow down. You said they said, hey, we'll give you half of what you get.
Nigga, they said we'll give you half your purse.
Just not to fight AB.
And the promoter said, nigga, I'm just the messenger. I said, nigga, I said, how you going? Motherfucking he ain't even black. But I call everybody nigga. I said, how you gonna ask me something like this when my son can go get the whole bag and we coming to beat AB and fucking we getting all this exposure. No, that's stupid. That ain't no good deal. Okay, Senior, I'm the messenger. I was just told to ask you. So I'm like, man, this is somebody playing around. This is a joke. Somebody on some bullshit. I don't know what that phone call was about. Then I get a call from another smaller time promoter. He said, hey, you probably gonna get asked not to take this fight, and they're gonna probably offer you a deal, something like that. I said, nigga, I already got the call. The first guy was white, the second guy is black. I said, I already got that call. I said, nigga, this shit crazy. He said, I know. He said, first thing they said, bro, that shit with AB is fucked up. And your son's caught up in it. All right? So, boom. Right after that, Roy is on Blue Bloods interview. Saying whatever the fuck he said in the interview, y'all can go look that shit up. All right?
What day ago was this? How long ago was this?
This was like fucking 3 weeks ago, bro.
Okay,
this was like early in the beginning of our shit, bro.
Okay.
So I get a call from Christy Martin. Mm-hmm. Christy goes, hey, Mike, BLK and is calling me and asking me about Roy doing an interview saying he might pull Mike Jr. if Mike doesn't look good. So I'm like, I don't even know how the fuck Roy would even say that, because Marq, as you know, Marq, we do split training. Mike hasn't even got to Roy yet.
He ain't seen him.
Exactly, Marq. Exactly. So why would you even speak that, my nigga? So I called Roy. I asked him before I even watched the Blue Blood interview. And Roy was like, no, I was just saying, you know, if I don't like what I see, but I'm talking to Roy like, nigga, you don't have no authority to do that, nigga. My son's the boss. And I'm going to back my son. You can say whatever you want. So now, boom, from that point on, now we move to Monday. And before that, Mike was telling me Roy was acting weird in fucking training camp. So that's how that whole shit went. And our family and people was questioning like, yo, if Roy was acting like that, you think, he might have did something? I said, nah. I said, I know Roy for fucking 5 years. He would never do no shit like that I think. But my son was like, Dad, he was different. This camp was different. And it's real. That's real, bro. That's the real story. You got it first, nigga. I was actually supposed to talk like this on what's my nigga? Shout out to I don't know if you shout out other podcasts, but
I'm cool with you. You can shout out whoever you want to shout out.
Yeah. What's my name? Boxing Voice.
Ness. I'm cool with Ness. I ain't got no problems. I got his personal number. He got my personal number. We solid.
I was actually waiting on Roy to fucking come out and say what he's gonna say. But nigga, you got it out of me, nigga. I'm an emotional nigga, so you got it first.
Yeah. Hey, look,
you know what I mean?
But this is your child though. So when I don't think it's emotion. No, that's fatherhood. That's being a parent. Yeah, so I don't look at it. It ain't like you mad over some girl that broke your heart. Like, man, you talking about your seed, man. So anybody would say you been
so you can imagine how I feel.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
There's so much shit going on. My son telling me from the jump, like, you know what I mean? And then, nigga, when we pull up the first day of camp, when I dropped Mike off, Roy's wife came out the house talking off. Oh, hey, y'all, Mike is here. Oh, Mike, you're fighting AB. I hope you're going to do good because fucking Eubank got knocked out and people are blaming Roy and Roy's fighters is making our brand look bad. So, nigga, yes, I'm thinking it's his ego. Like, So that's why he probably pressuring Mike. He don't want to look bad. But my nigga, if you don't want to look bad with Mike, then say I don't want to deal with this. Don't fuck up Mike's opportunity.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. Niggas is talking about
six figures. Let's just let that be out there for the people who don't know. This was a 6-figure opportunity, correct?
Mike money was good for Mike. It was good for it was way better than a lot of niggas. It's old niggas that wasn't getting the money for 30 minutes that Mike was going to get.
He was about to get 6 figures, man. Like and the opportunity to be the 4-division champion, have a name like Adrien Broner on his record.
It's gone. It's all gone. It was unnecessary, bro. That's why I said unnecessary. Because Roy, why? Why did you do it? It was ego. His ego. I want to see Mike's gonna have to prove to me if he's ready. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? A week before the fight, nigga, you still trying to see if he's ready? When you told me my son's offense, he looks sharp. Okay, if his defense is looking shaky, okay, then nigga, that's why he's with you. Fix it. And then if my son gonna get beat the fuck up, Mark, that's his journey. This is his story.
Let it happen. Let him fight AB. Let AB have to do it.
Let it happen. Because that nigga Roy don't love my son more than me. And if my son want to do it, then let it take place. And if he don't like it, move the fuck out the way. Because now he'll nigga, you know how hard it is to get. Man, my son ain't fucking ranked. You feel me? Mike ain't ranked. He ain't signed to nobody. To get that phone call was a dream come true for my son, dog. At the end of the day, this is Adrien fucking Broner, bro.
Yeah.
This is AB.
Yeah.
Niggas can disrespect AB all they want, but that
at a perfect time for your son to go in there.
World champion.
At a perfect time too.
Disrespect AB. He did it already.
Yeah.
Fuck AB's personal life. His boxing career, he did it already. Show that nigga some fucking respect. He's just having to do that shit early. That's why niggas don't respect it. He did that shit so fucking fast, bro.
Yeah.
So that was a great opportunity, nigga. That's just almost equivalent to we wake up the next morning and niggas say, you want to fight? Your son want to fight Manny Pacquiao 147? Yes, nigga.
Yeah.
If he gonna get beat up, let him get beat up. He's a fighter. Fighters fight. It's crazy, bro.
So let me ask you this. You was not there. Is that the norm that you don't go with Mike? And also, who did go down there with Mike?
I dropped Mike off. I stayed with Mike for about 2-3 days, and I left. I don't have to, bro.
So is that the normal? Have you ever stayed with him? Okay.
That's the norm because I trust Roy.
Okay.
5 years we've been with this nigga.
Just wanted to make sure.
I don't have to babysit Roy because Roy always been on point. So why all of a sudden for this fight, this nigga off? This shit was weird as fuck.
Now,
let me tell you something about Roy Jones.
Yes, sir.
If I was down in the camp, right? Let's take AB out the equation. Let's use Manny fucking Pacquiao. If I was down in the camp, the fight was set up through Roy to fight Manny Pacquiao in a week before the fucking fight, right? And I said, hey, Roy, I want Mike Jr. to do 8 more rounds I want him to do some hard sparring. I want him to work a week before the fight. You know what Roy would have told me?
What?
What are you doing, Dad? Are you serious? You don't do nothing like that, Dad. You got to fight next week. That's stupid, Dad. You don't do stuff like that. So why the fuck would he do this shit with the AB shit? My son tried to tell me the nigga was acting different. And I feel bad, bro, because I could have got my son the fuck out of there earlier. But we didn't get him out of there until after the damage was done. And if I would have got him out when he first told me, bro, y'all would have been, the whole shit would have still been going. So that's my fault.
On Monday is what you're saying. You should have got him out there on Monday.
Should have got that nigga out earlier than that, bro.
You mean like Monday, right? Or no,
nigga, my son, even before Monday, Mike was saying it's kind of different down here. And he's like, Roy ain't even here like that. Roy coming in and out.
So who was he there with? Who was Mike there with?
Man, Mike was with other little boxes that's there, my nigga. Then I had to do the FaceTime shit in the mornings to make Mike run.
I'm talking about training. Like Roy ain't there with no trainer? Like
no, it's just Roy. And when he ain't there, the classes, I ain't gonna get a man's whole program, but yeah, nigga, Mike was there with the fucking ghosts and the chickens, nigga.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm just saying.
I'm keeping it real, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm waiting on that nigga to see what he's gonna say. Because at the end of the day, he can say some shit like, his defense, in sparring, he was getting hit with some shots. I didn't think he was defensively ready because the shots he was getting hit with, if Adrien Broner hits him with those shots, he'll get knocked out. Well, then nigga, let it be. Because obviously we want that smoke. And when the fuck did Roy ever back down from shit? All of a sudden, he's so cautious now, nigga. This shit was weird, like my son said.
So
and then nigga work on the defense. Then you don't have two niggas spar hard. That ain't how you work on a defense. And then don't forget, bro, this is very important. The nigga told me Mike was looking sharp offensively. Do not forget that. So this shit was some bullshit, bro.
So just to be clear for the people who are just tuning in, and just to recap some of the things you're saying to make sure, because we're hearing a lot here. So you feel like Roy possibly was trying to teach him Roy didn't think he was ready with the first half of the camp that you guys did in Fayetteville. So when he gets down to Florida, he tells Mike first, or Mike calls you first and say, yo, Roy trying to pull me out the fight. Was that
Mike told me before Monday that Roy was acting fucking weird.
Okay.
And then they had sparring. He did like 10 rounds and shit, whatever they did.
Did they have headgear? Because that was a rumor going around too. Roy had him sparring with no headgear, or he was using little gloves.
No, it was headgear. And I asked my son about the gloves. Mike said he's not sure what gloves the other kid was wearing. He don't know. He's it's normal shit. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't look at all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he ain't even thinking nothing is up to no. Yeah,
exactly. Mike's not expecting that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I fussed at my son because I said, nigga, if I'm not there, first of all, you 23 years old, nigga. If you don't want to fucking spar anymore, you tell Roy no, and then you call me. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But the nigga Roy got mad, bro. He got mad because I told you, after he talked to me Monday, tried to telling me he wanted to pull Mike. I told him I need to talk to Mike. Mike told me no. Roy's acting. Mike said, I told you, Dad, Roy down here acting weird. Mike's like, I'm not doing bad down here. So I told Mike, I said, all right, let's just sleep on it. That fucking morning/afternoon, Roy went to Mike's room and was trying to convince him not to fight AB again. And Mike told him, Coach, I'm good. I want to fight AB. And that's when Roy turned on that bullshit. All right, well, we gonna spar again. Nigga, that's just vindictive.
So
nigga.
y'all sparred on. So he sparred on Monday, and then Tuesday mornings when he told him
he sparred on Monday, and then on fucking Tuesday when Mike wouldn't give in about not fighting AB, he made them niggas spar again
on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, nigga.
After doing 10 rounds on Monday, you sparring again, hard sparring again on Tuesday.
Hey, there you go, nigga. So you tell me how am I supposed to take that?
Now you also said you felt like you said something about the brand looking bad. So you feel like Roy didn't want him to fight because he got a lot of slack for Chris Eubank getting knocked out. So maybe Roy didn't want Mike Williams to lose, so it'll make him look bad.
I said that to him on the phone. I said, nigga, I said, Roy, you sure? I said, is this about? I said, you trying to pull Mike because he looking that bad, or is this you trying to protect your image or your brand? And he hit me with, no, I care about Mike and all that, da da da, blah 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 blah. Come on, man. No, nigga, no, something ain't right. You even talking different.
He didn't say that though, did he? He didn't say about his brand, right? He didn't say that, did he? Or
no, his wife did.
She said that to Mike or to
his
you?
His wife mentioned the brand shit. Yeah, the first fucking day.
To Mike or when he got there?
To me and Mike.
I hope he's ready.
I was there when she said it.
Oh.
I was there when she said it.
Okay, so you heard that firsthand.
From her mouth, nigga. That's his wife. And he stood right there, leaning up against his goddamn fucking whatever the little thing wall shit he had there. He stood right there too.
And didn't say nothing.
Yeah. No, nigga, because I guess that's
already talked about it. They already talked about it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So if this is the case, as soon as the deal came, he should have just backed out that shit. He should have said, man, I don't think he should have said, I don't think Mike should fight AB. And if you guys want to go with it, I'm going to sit this one out. I would have said understood. But again, this would have been another situation. Remember, he wasn't there for the motherfucking John Bowser fight. And here we go again with the AB fight. He wouldn't have been there.
Okay, well, you said y'all was loyal to Roy for 5 years. You ever look at it like Roy's been loyal to you for 5 years?
Absolutely. He didn't look out as far as being there for my son. Yeah. But again, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This situation was weird. My son was the first one just dealing with him. He said he ain't never really had this kind of experience with Roy. He was off. That's why he wanted to go home.
Okay. About these
shit was good. Shit was good all the way up until this point. We ain't never had no problems with Roy. But it was always, we had a little system, Mark. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Our system was good. You got to remember, Roy don't have time to be a full-time trainer. See, the most Roy ever been home is during COVID, because the nigga can't go nowhere. So that was the time for any Roy Jones fighters to go live at Roy's, because it's COVID. Everybody can just fucking train for those months. And then the second longest time the nigga been home was fucking because Ukraine and Russia went to war. Nigga, what the fuck? He can't go over to Russia. Come on, nigga, I'm telling the truth. So I don't know. I'm waiting to see what the fuck he gonna say. I don't have no reason to lie.
You said 2 promotional companies tried to buy you guys out of this fight weeks after it was announced.
Man, one sent a message from the mysterious promotional company, and the other one called and said, "You're probably going to get it." We said we can't. Let's get that shit straight, Mark.
What you mean get it?
What's that?
What you mean by get it?
You're probably going to get an offer. Be ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I realized from watching all these goddamn YouTube shits, I'm learning fast. Niggas is twisting all kind of shit. I'm laughing at niggas talking about I'm the first to break it. Nigga, no, you ain't the first. Nigga, you don't know anything. Nigga, I'm the first to break it, bitch. I put it on my Facebook.
So now some would say that's torturous interference, and is like you guys assigned to fight. That would be torturous interference. Did you guys contact CMP, Chrissy Martin Promotions, BOK? When did they find out?
Everybody know. Yeah, man. Shout out to Chrissy Martin. That's my girl. Shit, we was trying to keep this motherfucking fight going, nigga.
So what was her response when you told her, hey, man, people trying to buy me out the fight, half off? Like, give me half of my first.
She was fucked up with it too when I told her. Everybody probably fucked up that I'm even saying this shit. I'm fucking the game up. That's why I would never say who the promoters are. I ain't that crazy now, nigga. I ain't trying to get my son blackballed, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a big one. It's a big name.
Man,
one of the big ones. One of the big
nigga, listen, I will take that shit to my grave, nigga, before I get my son fucked up in the game.
Tell me after you retire. How about that? When you retire,
I never tell that shit.
Okay.
I never tell that shit. Okay. I take that shit to the grave. That shit ain't nothing to play with. This boxing shit is real, nigga. Okay. You don't want to get blackballed in this shit. You know what I'm saying? My son will be doing little fights in North Carolina for the rest of his motherfucking life, nigga. Beating niggas up that work at Walmart, nigga, and gas stations, because you'll get close in that box. And it's not fair to Mike Jr. But I always been real and open with our situation, all the way from while we're independent, while my son's box record, look how it looks, nigga, because we fight who we can afford. But the casual boxing fans don't get it. They don't understand it. And being ranked in boxing is bullshit. Being ranked in boxing is meaningless. Because in boxing, they can do anything they want. They can take a nigga out of nowhere, and the next morning he's ranked by the WBC. If Marq, if you fucking say, hey, I want to invest in Mike Jr., I'm gonna give you $90,000. Nigga, I can take that $90,000, contact the WBC, break them niggas off. Next thing you know, you wake up in the morning, Mike's in the top 10, nigga. So being ranked is nothing. If being ranked was so important, why did motherfucking Conor McGregor and the best boxer in the world, Floyd Mayweather, fight? How did fucking Conor McGregor leap over everybody and fight fucking Floyd, nigga? If ranked meant anything. It's about money. Why you think Jake Paul and them doing their motherfucking thing? Because they a draw. It's about money. They got money. Niggas bragging about I'm ranked. Why you think when you got the champion and the #1 contender and all the fans be complaining, oh, well, why didn't the #1 contender fight the champion, bitch? Because they didn't want it to happen. Because ranking means nothing. That's why, you dumbass niggas. When are y'all gonna catch on? But everybody think they know boxing. Everybody think they know how to move a fighter.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I'm listening. Do you think it was something else going on to make Roy put him in there? Because why is Mike in there sparring guys 6 feet tall and AB's 5'6"? That makes sense to nobody.
Roy that. Y'all gotta ask Roy, because I want to see what the fuck he gonna say too, because it was unnecessary. Like I said in my post, Roy shouldn't have did that. But what was the whole point? He said he didn't like Mike's defense. So you don't like Mike's defense. You try to talk Mike out of taking an AB fight, and then as a result, you make Mike spar a nigga that's fucking 5'11" or whatever the fuck the height the kid. He's tall, way taller than AB. What was the point of that? AB's 5'6", and the kid don't even fight like AB. So what was the whole fucking point of that? A whole fucking a week before my son's big day. Make that make sense. So I'm waiting. Reach out to him. Ask somebody, Blue Blood, you, Marq Nash, ask that nigga. Because I want to see what he going to say too. Because he can't. What he going to say? Because that was stupid.
When do you guys normally do your hard sparring? Like, what's the farthest out before you guys, like, we crank them sparring up and we should be peaking right here normally?
Bro, let me tell you some shit about me. All right? Well, if I'm doing it with Roy, I would try to communicate through Mike like, hey, do that shit. You got 2-3 weeks before your fight. Make sure 2 weeks. I don't want you doing shit because you can fuck around and get hurt. We normally start that when he with me home, like North Carolina, man. We doing that shit early in the camp. You know what I mean? We do that shit early. Get that shit out the way. I like to focus on conditioning. Bro, now let me tell you something about me personally. I don't like my son sparring. My son's 23 years old. I'm trying to fucking save longevity. You know why? Sparring's not the same no more. Nigga, have you seen sparring?
Yeah, they be trying to kill each other in there. They be trying to do all that doghouse shit.
I blame Floyd for that.
Yep.
With the doghouse rules. Sparring's not the same, bro.
Yeah, they don't be in there working on nothing. They be trying to kill each other.
These kids ain't working no more.
Yeah.
These kids ain't working, so I don't even like sparring.
It's ironic you said that. It's ironic you said that because when we had Mike Jr. up here, I asked him, would you say, people said your coach was a good coach. Does Roy try to make guys fight like him? And he said, nah, it's a gift and a curse because guys want to beat you just to say, hey, Roy, look what I get an L and Roy get an L. So they want to go hard on him because of that. Is that other guy that he was sparring, is he another Roy Jones fighter or is he just a kid? He's
another Roy Jones fighter. And
what's his weight? Is he a 147 guy or what?
He's like a 135 guy, but he don't have a fight coming up, so he's probably like
150,
147, 148 right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. He don't have a fight, so and he's tall like Mike. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. When Roy tell Mike and tell him to go when y'all sparring full speed, that nigga don't want to look bad in front of Roy because he don't want to get fussed at Roy. And Mike don't want to look bad in front of Roy because Mike don't want to get fussed at. So now you got two niggas trying to take each other's head off. And as a result, he ended up catching Mike. You know what I mean? So and Mike finished the sparring. Mike didn't get beat up by him. They both was fucking each other up. It's just that his motherfucking punch, fucked Mike's shit up. Because Mike finished the sparring. And, the nigga went straight to his room and was like, Dad, get me the fuck out of here. I told you Roy was down here acting crazy. I told you this. It's different. I want to come home.
Now, is that other guy, is he based in Florida with Roy? Or did he come down there just...
He lived down there. He lived down there. He lived in Florida. Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't come down there just for this camp. Okay.
No, man. Nah, man. No, bro. They live down there.
You think he's closer? So he's probably closer than Roy then.
You said he's doing what?
He's probably closer to Roy. Has he been with Roy 5 years? How long he been with him?
No. Mike. Roy loved Mike, bro. That's why it was just weird. But Roy can be controlling. Mike was with Roy first. Roy got some controlling ways, bro. And Roy's the kind of let me tell you something, my nigga. Roy's a fucking god, nigga. He's a god. Even when we go places, that nigga's a god, nigga. So Roy ain't used to know. Roy's the boss. I'm the leader. And if I tell you that you can't fight AB, that should be it. You and your dad should be following me because I'm Roy and I know more than you niggas. But for this right here, it was like, no, nigga. Me and my son and I, we fighting AB. So Roy took it whatever way he took it. His ego didn't take it well. I'm telling y'all the fucking truth, man.
How long is this injury gonna have Mike Williams down?
Man, we looking at like 8 to 10 weeks. Nigga, you think I didn't try to talk to Black Prime to get them to fucking postpone this fight with Mike? But I think AB and them doing this shit in April. Like we would be just there, but it'd still be risky. Because now Mike, had a wire and shit all out of his mouth, his jaw. You know what I mean? That's still AB. AB catch him, then we right back to the same place. So, maybe they can go. Maybe they can push this shit towards. They pick the date at the end of April. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what Black Prime's gonna do. But we still want that opportunity. Bro, that shit's rare to get that. That's Adrien Broner. You know what I mean? I thought this was a blessing from God, but then now I got weirdos talking about everything happens for a reason. That was God that canceled this. So I don't fucking know, bro.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. You feel me? So I don't know, bro. But today you got the whole fucking story, my bro. So
some people say, but if you say Roy loves your son, right? And you say, yo, he stuck with us for 5 years. He was loyal. We was loyal. Why would he do this? What would be his motivation to some would say sabotage Mike Williams on his biggest opportunity?
I can't wait till one of y'all catch his ass and ask him. Because the fact that the biggest question is, hey, Roy, why would Mike got his fight next week? Why would you put him in sparring with a dude who doesn't even emulate AB and you make them fucking spar full speed? Why? When you can get a cut, elbow, break a hand, wrist, any fucking thing. In our case, the fucking jaw. Why, Roy? So that nigga gotta answer that. So I'm sitting patiently because I know he see all this shit. I'm waiting to hear what he's gonna say too. Cause I told y'all the truth. He gonna tell y'all the same shit that I told y'all. I told his daddy that Mike, defensively, he wasn't ready. He was taking too many shots that he shouldn't take, and if AB hit him, that's the shit he gonna say. So then, nigga, why don't you just work on his defense without sparring? Because we're not backing out of it, or just get the fuck out the way.
Did you get a chance to say that to him? Man,
that nigga talk.
And what was his response? What was his response, sir?
Hey, I didn't know he was hurt. Did this happen in the first part of the second? Nigga, it happened in the second. And he wouldn't be hurt if you wouldn't have did that. So then it got to a point where I love that nigga so much that I didn't even want to talk to him because I didn't want to be cursing him out. Or he cursing me out. And nigga, now I'm trying to fight or something. Yeah. And Roy's a great fighter. I'm a great shooter. He gonna bring his skills. I'm gonna bring my skills. I know who's gonna win that. So I don't want to take that. I don't want to take it there with him. But that was fucked up what he did to my son. That nigga ain't sending Mike Jr. no fucking money. Now my son's fucked up. I bet you my son ain't gonna receive 10 grand, 5 grand. Hey, I feel bad. He go 1,000. Let me pay your car note for 6 months, Mike Jr. That nigga ain't doing that. So why would you fuck up your bag for my son? And niggas in your comments talking about move on. Nigga, that ain't just because it ain't your fucking son.
No, to be clarified, the reason why he said that because he said he don't want you guys to get blackballed because Roy Jones is Roy Jones.
Blackball. Fuck blackball. We a fucking retired nigga. Fuck boxing. We did it our way. We'll fight locally, nigga. Blackball that. You can't blackball us when we just fight in North Carolina. How? Well, I'm gonna pick the right opponent. This shit's gonna get approved, or they'll get fucking sued. Fuck, being on TV. Y'all niggas will look up, and my motherfucking son will be 80-1, and you'll just be laughing, saying he fought all bums. I don't give a fuck about no blackball, or he just won't box. We use boxing, my nigga. Boxing don't use us. Nigga, I'm the one that struggled coming up. I'm the one who been in prison. I'm the one who changed my life and fucking got my record expunged and shit, nigga. Right. My son don't got that story where boxing saved his life. I did the right motherfucking thing as a parent. I made that shit easy for my son in life. So my son don't need no motherfucking boxing. He just happened to be fucking talented. I don't give a fuck about no blackball.
When you look back on this, other than saying, "Hey, I should have got my son out there," what about you said about 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
When you look back on it, do you going forward, like with training going forward, do you feel like, yo, I need to start being there, seeing what's going on, or at least send me a rep? If I can't be there, Mike need to have a representative of me there. So like I'm looking at the other guys' gloves, making sure, hey, we wearing 16.
I felt my son, nigga. I felt him.
That hurts, man. Damn, man, you about to make me cry in here just to hear you say that, bro. Because that hurts, man. That's the worst feeling. Any parent, no parent wants to feel that way.
Because I trusted Roy.
When people talk about these conspiracies, some people are saying Al Haymon was involved. Do you think that's involved, or is that conspiracy theories and like, man, that's delusional talk? Or
I guess we'll never know. You know, I don't know who's the mysterious promoter is. I don't know who was going to offer us, who was going to give us the money if I chose to take that. I don't know where it was going to come from. I don't know if niggas was playing. I don't know if niggas was fucking around. I don't know where it was coming from. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys did get an offer for half your purse about 3 weeks ago just to pull out, just to not do the fight.
We got that. We got that, bro. And then another promoter, a smaller one, called and said, "Hey, I'm thinking y'all probably going to get an offer." And I told him, I said, "We already got it already." Nigga, I feel kind of bad, nigga, because we don't got shit right now. Yeah, maybe I should have fucking tested the waters to see if it was true. Maybe I should have said, well, if this is true, show me, send 5,000 to my cash app, nigga, so I can see. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't got shit. We don't got shit. So I don't speak on Al Haymon, nobody. Shout out to Al Haymon. Man, you don't play around with shit like that, my nigga. You don't play around with that shit like that. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Black Prime for giving, and Christy Martin for giving Mike that opportunity.
How you guys feel about working with BLK Prime or Christy Martin again in the future? Like, how was that working so far? I remember when I asked Mike when we did the interview, I said, "How's it going?" He said, "So far, so good." And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, that's fair. I ain't saying much,
shout
but
out,
okay.
Shout out to Desmond and Mario and stuff. I mean, we didn't get very far. We was almost there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why we wouldn't work with them. Work with them. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they got bread. You know what I mean? To me, to be honest with you, let me tell you some real shit. I'm glad you just said that.
Yes, sir.
I think, in my opinion, I think BOK Prime should have invested more into guys, the younger generation, like the Mike Juniors who got a little buzz, and other local fighters, and build them up instead of giving one or two fighters all that bread.
My boy Reggie Owens said that earlier today. He was like, man, y'all trying to do too much too quick, and y'all got Terrence Crawford, ain't had no other events, net a AB fight going, and y'all ain't got no events planned right now. So
yeah, I wouldn't. You guys got the money. All you guys had to do is focus on marketing. You could have just fucking gave Mike Jr. some bread. They could have got, for the money that they giving out, they could have got fucking eight dope young dudes that's popping, and raise them to be stars, and then fight them against the top ranks and shit that made money. Why would you give the other guys that much money? But I'm not saying that the other boxers, like, shout out to my nigga Bud, we love Terrence and them. Shout out to Steve Nelson, Bomac. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it. I don't never fuck with nobody's money. I'm not saying that AB didn't deserve it. Shout out to him too. But everybody, they got it. That's just my opinion. You could have spreaded that shit out and raised some dope ass young dudes and promoted them and brung the fucking attention over that way too. But hey, that's not my money. I'm a dumbass nigga. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nah, you far from that, brother. You far from that. So
that's it.
Well, how is Mike's spirits doing? Let me ask you that. I know this is truly disheartening for him. I know disappointed would be an understatement. How is he feeling about everything? How's he feeling about Roy right now? I know you said you feel like Roy love him, but also the next sentence was he tried to break my son. Yeah,
Mike's spirits is fucked up. My son's sad, dog. As far as Roy, I can tell you straight up, Mike could just have to tell my son ain't fucking with Roy no more, bro. And that's sad. You know what I'm saying? My son is very respectful. He'll, if they out and about, they run across each other in Vegas and shit, hey coach, shit like that. But it won't ever be the same after this. I can tell you that. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because maybe Mike Jr. See, you gotta remember, Marq. Mike don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
But if Mike, it's funny because if Mike come out and be talking like I do, which he can, it'll hurt niggas more. Because niggas be like, man, that's his daddy talking. No, nigga, I'm talking for my son because I talk to my son. I'm telling you what he's telling me. My son always been that kind of nigga. He always whispered to me, and then I tell the next nigga. He don't really like no controversy. He's that kind of person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he cool.
As he grows up to be, a superstar, he'll always be the one you'll always love. He'll never look like the bad guy. I'll always be the bad fucking guy.
Like Angel and Danny Garcia and Robert Guerrera, Robert Guerrera and his father. Yeah. We see it a lot. T.O. was like that early on, and his dad did most of the talking. Devin, be quiet, don't talk a lot, but his dad, Bill, will get talking. I get where you're coming from. It's the trade-off. It's the trade-off.
Yeah, so
you love me. You love the fighter. Be mad at the dad.
Yeah, that's what we here for. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. All I want you to do is love my son, because you niggas, not you, Marq, but these niggas hate me. These niggas hate me for the same reason they love me, nigga. Independently, I promoted my son. But you don't like it because you don't like my mouth. But this mouth got my son to where he at. And niggas still, they still, even with my nigga, shout out to my nigga Bill, they in boxing, they hate fathers. They hate fathers when they should be praising fathers. Yeah, fathers get emotional. Yeah, sometimes we can be in the way. But God damn it, we doing a great motherfucking job. I'll pat myself on the motherfucking back. I'll toot my own motherfucking horn. I don't need I like my own Facebook post, nigga. I heart my own shit. I don't need no nigga to tell me I'm doing a good job. Nigga, I know I am. I know I raised a good boy. a good young man. You got me fucked up.
What do you want people to come away from this thinking? Because you know you're gonna have some people that are they're so big, they're big Roy Jones fans, right? And you know, like you said, Roy walks around like a god. People open the door for him. When he get to the restaurant, they say it's on us, Mr. Jones. We just want to take a picture.
Yeah, I see it. Niggas talking about I seen the comments. Niggas talking about Roy tried to save his son. Roy didn't try to save my son, nigga. Roy didn't try to save my son. They gonna side. If you got people who gonna side with Roy, Roy tried to save his son. My motherfucking son is a fighter. How the fuck Roy trying to save my son when my son want to fight and the daddy's in agreement with my son? Roy don't love my son more than me. The fuck out of here. Now, Roy didn't try to save my son. Roy's ego got in the way. Because if it was this shit was set up by Roy, it wouldn't have went that way. The fuck out of here. So to answer your question, I don't give a fuck. He's gonna have people that's gonna side with him and shit like that. These are the same stupid ass people who talking about Mike Jr.'s not ready. Mike Jr.'s not ready, but they basing it off because he lost to John Bowser. How you gonna base it off of that? You know what I'm saying? None of you niggas is God. None of you motherfuckers is psychics. If niggas talking about my son ain't ready, then nigga tell me what the Powerball numbers is gonna be, bitch. Niggas don't know. Nobody knows what the fuck was gonna happen with Mike and AB. Nobody. And I guess we'll never fucking know. You gonna have people that side with Roy. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because at the end of the day, you can side with Roy all you want, but having a motherfucking spar a week before the fight is stupid. That's it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna leave this with you. And I'm gonna get off this shit. Roy's a trophy trainer.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
I never heard of it.
What is a trophy trainer?
Roy is a trophy trainer. A nigga you say this is my trainer and it looks good. That doesn't make this nigga a full, real trainer. But that nigga is the GOAT when it comes to him being a boxer. I love you, Marq.
So being with Roy,
I love you, my nigga.
So being Roy, it looked good. It looked good. It got you in some rooms. I get it.
I love you, my nigga. I'm out.
All right, man. I'll see you in the next one. I'll hit you up tomorrow, bro, or whenever. All right.